Also, I'm very into houseplants, so houseplant addicts unite. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to spend this video today talking a little bit about me, a little bit about what I'm currently doing and what I want to do. I am a second year vet student at Virginia Maryland College of Veterinary Medicine. I'm also a dual Masters of Public Health student, so by the end of 2024, I will have both my DVM degree and I will have my MPH degree. Basically, my goal at the end of all of this is I really want to get involved in One Health, which is the health of the environment, animals, and people, and how it's all connected. In conjunction with that, also zoonotic diseases and how they impact conservation and species survival plans, as well as the connection with human health as well. So actually currently I'm interning with the CDC and I'm working in what they call the One Health Zoonotic Disease Prioritization process. So basically it's this process where countries prioritize certain zoonotic diseases based on criteria of importance for them. And currently the work that I'm doing is I'm actually doing research and literature reviews on various diseases. So for instance, some of my diseases have been streptococcus and salmonella and rabies and bovine spongiform encephalopathy, which I think bovine spongiform encephalopathy is like one of my favorite diseases ever because it's a prion and prions are just absolutely fascinating. So basically in the long run, I would really like to work with wildlife, maybe in a zoo setting, maybe doing some conservation work here, possibly in another country. I have actually studied abroad in Botswana, so that's kind of where I would like to end up again at some point to do some work because I'm absolutely in love with their elephant populations there, and I think that it's really important at some point for me to kind of take my wildlife interest and my zoonotic disease interest and take it to where these wildlife actually reside naturally. So I am currently 21 years old. I turned 22 in August, and I went to Virginia Tech for undergrad. I studied animal and poultry sciences at Virginia Tech. I graduated in 3 years, so I did graduate a year early, and I absolutely adored the program. I was in the pre-vet club and I was on the equestrian team. The equestrian team was nice because I've always been a team sports kind of person. I played soccer my entire life. Got one too many concussions and decided that I wanted to kind of pursue my passion that I've always had with horses. So I joined the equestrian team. I did some hunter shows and it was a blast. Great experience. I was also a part of pre-vet club, and pre-vet club was more beneficial than I could have imagined because our pre-vet club is actually in our vet school, so we actually have like our meetings inside of the vet school because our vet school is on campus at Virginia Tech. And it was really beneficial because, you know, a few meetings every year we would have vet students, or we would have like people in the admissions committee like Dr. Pelzer actually like talk to us and tell us, you know, kind of how to make ourselves stand out in our application and kind of what makes you a strong candidate and tips for getting in, tips for, you know, surviving in vet school as well. So I gained a lot from simply like being in pre-vet club at the undergraduate university where our vet school resides. So Virginia, Maryland, and Virginia Tech definitely have a very close-knit community, and so it's really beneficial that, you know, the students are able to connect with the pre-vet students are able to connect with the vet students if they choose to do so. So we actually have a mentorship and mentee program as well, and that's something that I did not take part of when I was in pre-vet club and I was in undergrad, but I am actually a mentor now in vet school. So I think it's a really beneficial club, and I think it's a really beneficial program for people who are looking for a little bit of guidance from current vet students. So in vet school, I am currently tracking public corporate veterinary medicine. So our vet school, Virginia, Maryland, has these things called tracks where basically your first 2 years of education are all the same, But after your first 2 years and when you start to go into clinics, you kind of start to pick up classes that are more closely related to what you actually want to do in the long run. So our different tracks are equine, large animal, which is like your cows, your sheep, your pigs. Mixed animal, which is like if you wanted to do cows but you also wanted to do dogs and cats, you could do mixed animal. And then also small animal, which is your dogs and cats. Public corporate is our last track, where a lot of times there's this kind of common misconception that it's only government. You only go into public corporate if you're interested in government, if you're interested in like a desk job, working kind of behind the scenes of like food security and like food inspection and all that stuff. But it is that, but it's also like so much more. I'm really passionate about kind of making people understand that public corporate veterinary medicine is really whatever you want to make out of it. So if you want to work in a zoo, if you want to work for a nonprofit, if you want to work for the CDC or something, like you can do basically whatever you want to do with the Center for Public Corporate Veterinary Medicine. So that's something that I'm definitely very passionate about. So if you ever have any questions about Virginia, Maryland, or how tracking works, or more about public corporate, definitely leave a comment below. I am more than happy to answer questions related to that. On a separate note, I am currently moving into a new house this weekend. So I'm moving out of my apartment, which I'm currently sitting outside of, and into a nearly 100-year-old house in Blacksburg, which I could not be more excited about. So I'm planning on filming a little bit of that process to maybe post on here as well, because I'm really excited about making my room kind of my own little sanctuary with my houseplants and everything, so I'm really excited about that. Also, I'm very into houseplants, so houseplant addicts unite! On another note, I did get my hair cut yesterday. It's a new day. I got my hair cut yesterday and I got a dry cut for the first time, and dry cuts are really good if you have like wavy, curly, thick, coarse hair, which maybe doesn't like naturally fall how it would normally if it was wet. And I got a dry haircut and she was able to actually like cut it to like around my face and like kind of shape my face a little bit, and it is honestly like the first time I've ever been happy with a haircut. And yeah, so I'm really excited that I'm making these YouTube videos a weekly thing, a regular thing now. I'm really excited to connect with you guys. I started this kind of connection process with my Instagram that I created, my vet school Instagram, and I've connected with so many pre-vet and vet students alike, and I really am excited to continue that process on YouTube. So definitely like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, let me know if you have any thoughts or suggestions for future videos, and I look forward to chatting again soon. Bye guys!